I'm not gonna lie, one of the biggest things you can do to improve your looks is change your physique. It's literally as simple as that. I remember in 2019, it was the first time I I'm kind of out of breath. But yeah, 2019, I remember we used to have these BMI tests that we used to do in school every time. You know what BMI is? You basically check if your weight, you check your weight, you check your height, and if it's below 25, I think, or 24, I'm not exactly sure, it's healthy, and if it's more than that, it's not. And I remember checking my weight, and I saw the number 67 kilograms on the weighing scale. Don't ask me why. At the age of, I think, 14, of yeah, I think I was 14 years old at the time. I saw that, and I just not I could not process that for some reason, because 67, like being close to 70 kilograms at the age of 14, 15, did not seem like it was healthy to me at all. I remember literally on my bus ride back home, that just kept playing in my head, and for some reason, I knew I had to make a change. I'm not trying to make this motivational or anything. This is actually what I did. I remember literally I used to sit in the corner of the bus, freaking looking out the window, and I almost started visualizing myself doing push-ups. I'm not making this up. That number 67, I could not fathom it. And that's what I did. I had no knowledge apart from the fact that, the typical stuff of eat less, avoid junk food, and exercise. I did not know you had to do cardio and stuff. I just randomly started doing sit-ups at home, started doing push-ups at home, did not join the gym, which was a big mistake, which I'll get to. But I did not join the gym. Started doing some like 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups every single day. Ate close to no junk food at all. Ate as little as possible. I kid you not, I used to eat meals like two slices of bread. Like that was my meal. And I lost a crazy amount of weight. Literally in about a year and a half, I think I lost around 33 pounds, which is about 16, 17 kilograms, a whole bunch of weight. And I remember certain people who haven't seen me in 2 years could not freaking recognize me. And one thing I will tell you is I wasn't the most attractive. I didn't have a crazy physique or anything, but the amount of difference you can just do by losing weight, especially if you're no overweight kid, is absolutely it's actually kind of scary to think about. Just dropping that 16 to 17 kilos, the amount of difference it makes. And it's not just about, you looking a whole lot better. People will genuinely start treating you a whole lot better. Before I did that, people would barely recognize me, and I'm not making this up. People would barely recognize me, but and it was during the COVID years as well. So when I came back to school and stuff, people are like, "Oh, it's you, Ashwin." People could not recognize me, and people will respect you more. You'll obviously get more compliments. um I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna get attraction from a lot more people than you would if you were overweight. It is a thing. People like to, preach about the fact that personality is more important than your looks and stuff. And I'll tell you one thing: if I'm gonna go outside and I see a girl attractive, whatever, it's not. I don't magically see her personality. First, what I see is how the heck does her face looks? Is she in shape? That is what I'm going to look at. I'm not going to suddenly, look through her personality. That's not going to happen. That's the same for anyone. So if you're, sitting and telling, oh, personality is more important than your looks. If your personality is so freaking amazing and your looks are horrible, I'm sorry, like people are not going to recognize you, because the gateway to your personality is your looks. People are not going to approach you. People are not going to want to talk to you if you look like a person who does not take care of yourself. I'm sorry, that's the truth. And that was me previously. And that completely changed in 2021 when I lost a whole bunch of weight. And this whole looks maxing thing, it is the rest. I can tell you so much about, gaining the most out of, making your eyes look nice, your hair look nice, your outfit look nice, whatever. If you're not in decent shape, I'm not telling you have to have a crazy six-pack and a bunch of muscle to look great. No. If you're not in decent shape, if you're not lean enough, I can promise you right now, the rest of the stuff you do is going to be absolutely pointless. Because if you be in good shape, a decent shape, that is like 65 to 70% of this entire thing. And if you don't like that advice, I'm sorry, because I know for a lot of people, losing weight, gaining weight, um, anything related to fitness can be a difficult topic. But trust me, it's very simple, and I'm going to explain that throughout this entire video. It's actually very simple. A whole bunch of people, even when I started, people would say this and that, and it's a very complicating thing, because one thing is it being difficult to lose weight, but then you have 20 different people on the internet. 20 is like a very small number, but you have like 200 different people on the internet saying a bunch of different things, and you're like, okay, they're all in shape, so who do I actually follow? That's another big problem. Like, they're all saying different things, right? So that is very difficult as well. Just follow through with what I say, and I'll make it as simple as I possibly can for you, based off what I have done and what actually is going to work. Now, first of all, join the gym. When I tell you that, not joining the gym when I started my fitness journey was literally one of the biggest mistakes that I made. And the reason I say that is because when you're a fat kid, yeah, or let's just put it this way, when you're an overweight kid, when you're a kid, you don't have much muscle anyway. You don't have much muscle anyway. And what happens when you do a bunch of cardio like I did, and just started dropping weight crazy, like crazy, not eating much food at all? What happens is, yeah, you do lose the fat, you do lose weight, but you also lose whatever little muscle you have. You already have only very little muscle. You lose that as well. What are you going to end up with? A very skinny physique. And when you're around the age of 14, 15, 16, that might be fine, unless you're extremely skinny to the point where people can see your bones. I don't know about that, but um, if you're 16, 17, people are not going to be, like, you can get attraction without having to be very muscular as well. But beyond those years, when you're 18, 7, 18, 19, forget about attractive people. You want to look masculine and at least a little way. You don't want to be skinny, man. That's not nice. It's naturally not going to get you a lot of respect from people. But um, when you don't go to the gym, when you don't start lifting weights, and I don't care what you say, how many ever dumbbells you buy and put at your house, how many push-ups you do start doing, it is not going to give you any close to the impact that you can get out of actually going to the gym and working out. The difference is immense, and I'm talking about from a physical attraction point of view, from building your physique point of view. The difference it can make mentally is immense. Um yeah, I don't want to dive too deep into it, but it's literally going to be one of the best investments you can make into your life. I know you may be young, you may not be able to, you may not have enough money for it. I don't know, convince your parents, save up money, do something, get yourself in the gym. It doesn't have to be expensive gym, just get yourself in the gym with a basic, bunch of dumbbells, a bunch of machines here and there, a couple cardio machines, and you are good. Um, yeah, it's going to be one of the best investments you'll make into your entire life. Now, how do you actually start weightlifting if you want to build muscle? It's actually very simple. Everything in fitness is actually very simple. It's just that a whole bunch of people complicate it. Now, how do you actually build muscle? Honestly, if you're a beginner, you haven't ever stepped foot into the gym yet, what I would recommend is literally like for the first couple of weeks, go there and have fun. Do whatever the heck you want. Go do random machines and just see what feels nice. Because one thing I will say when you're a beginner is no matter what, you could literally freaking go and let's say this is a barbell. Um, and you do this to the barbell, you are don't think about anything else, please. But you do that to the barbell, and you're gonna gain muscle. It's ridiculously easy as as a beginner compared to let's say you're 3 4 years deep into your lifting journey. It's a lot easier when you're first a beginner because anything right when you're starting, most times you're gonna gain the most benefit out of it. If you're extremely fat, you're gonna drop a whole bunch of weight in the first couple of months, and then the rate of weight loss is genuinely gonna decrease after that. Same way when you're building muscle, the most you're gonna get, especially if you're consistent enough, is when you start. Go out there and have fun. Just see what machines you like, because beyond any of the advice I tell you right now, if you're not able to do it for the rest of your life, it is absolutely pointless. The whole point of it is fitness. People, I know a lot of people, especially in our culture at least, we think, okay, I want to lose weight, let me do something for a couple of months and then I'll be good for the rest of my life. That's not how it works. What you do, you need to carry whatever results you get out of it. The only way you're going to actually keep it is by doing it for the rest of your life. If you do not carry it for the rest of your life, you're going to go back to being the previous version of yourself. What you put out in terms of effort is what you're going to get in return. And you need to find something that's sustainable. I don't care what is the best. This is not about the most optimal workout, the most optimal way to build muscle, because I can go into a very scientific way about that. And I'll be honest, even I don't follow the most scientific methods to lifting and stuff, because I know if I did that, I'd not be able to get myself in the gym 5 days out of the week. It would not be possible. It would not be fun for me. If you want to make it fun, if you want to make it feel like, okay, going to the gym is a part of your routine, than something that, oh, I have to drag myself to the gym. You don't want to get that feeling. Go in there, have fun, find out about machines that, just freaking mess around with machines, find something that you like, and just figure that out. And then, now here we actually get into what's going to help you build the muscle. First of all, make sure you're training each body part twice a week. So let's say you're training shoulders, you want to target at least twice a week, every single week. And can you do it lesser than that, more than that? Sure, you can. But that's literally the most optimal. If you want to build muscle and if you're getting the most out of whatever you're doing, train each body part twice a week. You're training a biceps, training twice a week, triceps twice a week, shoulders twice a week, back twice a week, legs twice a week. Make sure you're training it twice a week, and do each body part you're going to train, each workout you're going to go into 8 sets for each body part. Pick any exercise, literally 2 or 3 exercises for each body part. You're training legs, pick 2 or 3 of your favorite ones. So whatever, it doesn't matter, training calves, whatever. Just at least until when you're starting, pick out whatever you want. 2 or 3 exercises that you just like. You feel good when doing it, and you just like. That's all that matters. Same thing when it comes to your arms, your biceps, your triceps, whatever. Pick 2 or 3 exercises that just that you like, and you should do 8 sets of them every single workout. And I'm mentioning these three criteria because I don't think it's fair of me to sit here and say, oh, go to the gym, twice a week, try 3 times a week, 7 days a week. It's absolutely up to you. There have been times when I'm currently going 5 days a week and lifting weights right now per week. Um, there have been times when I've gone in every single day. There have been times when I've gone in for 4 times a week, 3 times a week, and it's just absolutely up to you and what you can adjust in your schedule. As long as you meet the criteria of training each body part twice a week, doing 8 sets for each body part, and picking whatever exercise you want, you are good. Keep doing that every single week, and you should be good. Although I will say, don't try and do 16 because each body part twice a week, each body part you want to do 8 sets. 16 sets in one workout, don't do that. At least split it up minimum 2 days. Minimum 2 days. You don't want to go below that and do it all in one day. It's you're really kind of pushing the limit there. So next, how do you increase your intensity? I think this actually matters more than any of what workout you do. The light is crazy. Wait. Yeah. More than what workout you do or freaking what exercises you do, the most important thing you need to actually figure out is your intensity. And when you start out, obviously you don't want to go crazy, but one thing you need to focus on is progressively overload. I have seen a bunch of people in the gym. I started going to the gym in 2021, and there have been people I see still now. They've made absolutely zero progress. Zero progress, zero. And the worst thing is they don't even look like the pudding. They'll be on certain machines, they'll just do it for a couple of seconds and then done. They're freaking talking to people. You don't want to be like these people. You want to increase the intensity over a period of time. So let me give an example. Let's say, actually, wait. I'll give you a live. Wait. I have myself a dumbbell. So let's say you're doing freaking bicep curls, right? Bicep curls. Now let's say this is what freaking 4 kilograms, and in 4 kilograms you're able to do 12 reps of this week. Next week try and do 13. After that you try and do 14. After that you try and do 15, and then you can perhaps go from 5 kilograms to 7 kilograms or whatever the next weight is in your gym. Do that. That is literally all that. That's what you're going to do when it comes to intensity. And after you've been training for a couple of years, then maybe you can look into training to failure, which is basically it's what I do basically. You keep doing it until you can't anymore. You pick up the heaviest weight possible, and then you just go freaking bonkers on it. But that's for later, not right now. You want to get yourself into the point where you're just progressively overloading, which is basically you do more every time. So like I just gave you a representation with my bicep curls. Any exercise, if you're doing a certain amount of reps, track it in your phone. Go to the phone notepad or keep a diary or something and you write it down. Next week, try and do a little more. And you are gonna have weeks where you don't feel great. It's completely a part of the journey. Don't ever get discouraged if you have a couple of days when you feel like crap. Um, you get a couple of days when you're not able to push as much weight as you normally could. Maybe you ate more and yet you're not able to push as much as you normally could. You're just feeling extra exhausted. You feel extra tired. Your head is hurting. Whatever. As long as you're consistent and over the next months, it's not even about from a week to week basis, but over the next couple of months, if you see that your weights have gone up, you do take pictures every day and you see progress. You have a random freaking vein here. You have random striations here and there. You notice progress. You're building muscle. That's all that matters, because I remember being at this position and I would do, the thing was, social media is a crazy place, and when you go onto it, you see all these kids taking drugs at a very early age and they blow up like crazy. And you're like, even though you know it's wrong, you're like, okay, I've been training for 3 years and you've got the results that I've got in 3 years in the span of 5 months. It sometimes doesn't make sense, but don't get tempted into that, because no matter how much muscle you build, you want to live on this planet for as long as possible. And if you're doing drugs at an early age, your lifespan is going to go from this to this very, very soon. And you don't want to get to that stage. But yeah, basic criteria is train each body part at least twice a week. Do 8 sets for each body part. Pick any exercise you like. Sometimes you can have one exercise, do all 8 sets on them. It does not matter. Whatever feels good. At least as long as you're a beginner for the first few months, this is all you do. And I promise you, if you follow this, you will build muscle. And then we'll get on to the diet part, which we'll address later. Actually, you know what? I'll address it right now. If you want to build muscle, you want to make sure. The thing is, if you want to build muscle, you want to lose weight, no matter what. When it comes to your protein goals, people think you need a crazy amount of protein. The truth is, you don't. If you weigh 140 pounds, try to get 140 grams of protein in every single day. It's literally as simple as that. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. I am currently around 140. Yeah, yeah, I am actually around 144, 143, 144 pounds. Am I 150 pounds? Yeah, I think I'm on 150 pounds. So whatever, I need 150 grams of protein, just like that. Whatever what in terms of how much you weigh as pounds. If you have a weight scale that only shows your kilos, do the kilo thing into 2.2 and you'll get how much you weigh in pounds. That is how much protein you need every single day. You track it with a food scale, as simple as that. As long as you get in that amount of protein, you're good. You can eat whatever the heck you want. Obviously, I'm going to tell you to eat more healthy foods than non-healthy foods, but you can have a piece of chocolate, it's not going to kill you. You can have some chips, it's not going to kill you. Again, this is, I mean, if you want to lose weight, that's a completely different thing, which we'll get to. But if you want to build muscle, you're not too worried about gaining weight. Don't be too strict on it. Yeah, just eat that much protein per gram, 1 gram per pound of body weight, and you should be good. Now, when it comes to your cardio, you want to lose weight. Okay, this is actually, I'll be honest, this is way easier than everything I've said is simple. There's a difference between keeping things simple and it being easy. This is losing weight. I promise you, I've built muscle, I've lost weight. Losing weight is 20 times easier than building muscle. It is absolutely insane because building muscle, I would say, depends a lot on your genetics more than losing weight does, because you can't really target it. It's not like the more you train or this exercise you do, you're going to build more muscle. It's actually not like that. Whereas if you lose weight, it's completely a numbers game. How many calories do you eat, and how much do you need to maintain your weight? You eat less than you're going to drop weight. If you need 1,000 calories to maintain your weight, you eat less than that. I don't care what you say, you're going to drop weight. You need 5,000 calories to freaking gain weight or maintain your weight. If you eat 5,500, you're going to gain weight. If you eat 4,500, you're going to lose weight. It's as simple as that. I kid you not. I remember in 2022, 2023, over the last couple of years, basically, I've had days when I have gone crazy, binged ate, and eaten about 10, 12,000 calories in a single day. Why? Yeah, food tastes good. That is one thing, but also because I know I can easily, very easily drop that weight. I've done it before, and the thing is, all you need to do is basically know what your maintenance calories is and how you're going to do that for the next 10 days. If you've never heard about anything about tracking your calories or whatever, for the next 10 days, every single thing that you eat, weigh it out. Get a food scale of Amazon, whatever the cheapest one you can find. It does not have to be high quality, Bluetooth, whatever nonsense. No, just get one where you press the on button and it could be like 0 kg, 0 grams, whatever. And you put something, you keep a plate and then you put food on it. It'll show you a number, that thing, right? I'm sorry, I'm really thirsty. I need some water. Yeah, I guess talking makes you dehydrated, but that's not the point. Point is, where was I? I'm sorry if this video is all over the place, but tracking calories. For the next 10 days, no matter what you eat, don't eat whatever the heck you want. Don't force yourself to eat less or eat more just because you're on this diet and you're doing this thing. You need to find out your maintenance calories. If you screw this up and try to be extra fancy with the way you go about things, extra different about the way you go about things, you're going to screw up your future progress. So don't do that. Whatever you're eating, you want to eat a piece of cake, go eat it. If you want to eat a piece of broccoli, go eat it. But before you put it in your mouth, weigh it on the food scale and track it. And let's say over the next 10 days, your average calorie consumption is 2,000. And let's say you want to lose weight. What are you going to do? You're going to decrease that from 2,000 to about 1,700 to 1,500, so from a 300 to a 500 calorie deficit. And the thing is, I would recommend you go as low as possible. Make it anywhere. Even if you want to start at a 100 calorie deficit, you eat 2,000 to maintain weight. Eat 1,900 and see where you're at. Track your weight every day as well, obviously, to make sure that you're reaching your goals. But the reason I say that is because The bigger the calorie deficit is, the more chance you have of losing the muscle. And I know a lot of people want to immediately drop the weight like that, which is what I did, and I lost whatever little muscle I had, which is unfortunate, because if I had not done that, I would have probably saved myself a whole year of weightlifting. But what's done is done. Don't regret what you did in the past. It's all good for a good reason. Hopefully, that mistake I made can help a bunch of you. Anyways, yeah, where was I? Don't make the calorie deficit too high. Keep it as minimal as possible, and as long as you're losing weight over a period of time, don't expect yourself to be 70 kilograms today, 65 by the next week. It doesn't work like that. As long as it's slowly going down over a period of time, that's all that matters. Don't try to lose a whole bunch of weight fast, because I promise you, that's going to screw up your physique. You're going to lose your muscle. You don't want to lose muscle. You'll be looking super skinny. And I know at the moment you'll be like, I don't care. I might as well look skinny. I'm fat right now, because that's the mindset I had. Right, when you're fat, anything is better than being fat. It's a horrible place to be by being fat. I've been there. It's not a nice feeling. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, don't be skinny as well, because at the moment, whether you can see it or not, you actually have some muscle in you. Don't lose that muscle, bro. Don't lose that muscle. Just freaking cling on to it, right? And the way you're going to do that is by keeping the calorie deficit as minimal as possible. So first, for the next 10 days, track your calories. Keep weighing out every single thing that you put into your mouth before you put it into your mouth. And then yeah, fine. And then track your weight as well. And if it's the same, let's say you're staying about average of 70 to 71 kilograms, you're eating on average 2,500 calories a day. Drop it to 2,400, 2,300, and see how you go. And then if you're dropping weight, continue with that. Whenever your weight stagnates and it's like the same for like a couple of weeks, then reduce the calories a bit more or do more cardio. And when it comes to cardio to lose weight, I promise you, you can do anything you want, because I know a whole bunch of people will say running burns more calories, swimming burns more calories, and I'm not gonna lie, it does. It does, but at the end of the day, like I said at the beginning of the video, or at some point in this video, you want to keep things sustainable for as long as possible. And talking about sustainable, I do have a link in the description. You can go check it out. To exclusive content on this stuff, on looks maxing and stuff. You can go check it out if you want. On hair, on your physique, everything. It's extra stuff. Yeah, you can go check it out if you want. You don't want to find whatever. On top of that, oh, like where was I? I keep losing my train of thought. In terms of cardio, you can do anything you want, because like I said, it's all about being sustainable for the rest of your life. Whatever you do today, you don't want to make that a chore. You don't want to wake up and be like, oh man, I gotta go to the gym. I wake up about 6:15 a.m. every single day, and I don't dread going to the gym even once. Yeah, there'll be days where I don't feel like, I don't feel great. But there's never a day where I dread it, because I know I can go there and do what I want to do. Even if I don't feel great, I know what to do. That's going to come with some experience, obviously, but just do something you like, as long as you're hitting 150 minutes of cardio per week, because that is absolutely optimal for your heart health. And I tell you, if I were to choose between cardio and weightlifting, cardio is going to help you live longer than building muscle. I'm going to be honest. Muscle is great. It does help you in terms of your health and obviously in terms of your looks as well. But if I had to choose one of both, I'd go for the cardio. Obviously, do both. Get yourself a gym membership and do both if possible. But do 150 minutes. You want to walk as slow as a freaking tortoise, do that. Because the truth is, whatever you're doing right now, if you do more than that, you're going to lose weight. Like, just think of it. You're going to drop your calories a bit. You're going to start working out. It's not going to take you long for you to see a major difference in yourself. Do whatever the cardio you want. You want to walk, you want to swim, you want to freaking fly. I don't know. Do anything as long as it's 150 minutes per week. Yeah, and now in terms of your diet. I'll be honest, if you want to lose weight, I just spoke about the diet. Yeah, so that's it, right? Let's go over a quick recap of everything we've done. I'm kind of tired, so if I'm mumbling up my words, I'm extremely sorry. 24 minutes into the damn video. Ho ho ho. Okay, whatever. Now, first of all, how the gym maximizes your looks maxing potential. We spoke about that. Hopefully you understand. If you did not go to the first 5 minutes of the video, you will understand. Gym is the greatest and one of the greatest investments you'll make into your life. I promise you, it's one of the best investments you'll make into your entire life. More than any chain you buy, more than any freaking car you buy, more than any house you buy, more than freaking... I'm genuinely debating. has the gym helped me more than what the school has taught me? But I'm not going to talk about that. It's a very great investment you can make into your life. Go ahead, get yourself a gym membership. Now, how to train, how to weight lift to build muscle. Remember, each body part twice a week, 8 sets for each body part. Can you do more? Can you do less? Obviously, that depends. But for a beginner, I would recommend doing 8. It's a sweet spot where you can train efficiently and not get too burnt out from it, and yet it's not too much and it's not too less either. It's like it's just perfect amount. Um, yeah, and then obviously you can pick any exercise you want. That doesn't matter. Your diet. Find your maintenance calories, eat below it to lose weight. You eat 1 calorie below it to lose weight, you're going to lose weight. I said 100, but you can drop it to however you want. You gain more weight, you want to eat more than that. In terms of protein, make sure you're eating at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. In terms of your cardio, do 150 minutes of cardio every single week. And whether you want to gain weight, lose weight, do cardio, don't skip it. Because like I said, cardio is more important for your heart health than anything else. There are There's literally studies that show if you even if you eat junk food and if you do cardio, you're still gonna be healthy. Would I recommend that? No. You eat junk food. Obviously, you can have junk food here and there, but don't make that your own entire diet, like I have in previous parts of my life. But anyway, I think we've all been there at some point, right? We all eat junk food. Anyways, beyond all this is something that everyone will tell you: be consistent. It's not about being crazy, crazy, going crazy hard on it for a couple months. Find something sustainable and relatively easy for you to do for the rest of my life. I promise you right now, there have been people coming and telling me, oh, you could have done this to build more muscle, you could have done that to build more muscle, you could have done this to get six-pack abs. And I could have, but the thing is, if I did that, I would have six-pack abs then. I would not still be working out right now. That is the difference, because I don't want to do something to the point where it makes me hate it so much and fatigue me so much. I don't want to do it later on. A quick story I'll tell you right now. When I started this whole self-improvement thing, I used to wake up at 4:30 for no goddamn freaking reason and do my cardio. I used to go outside and freaking run, walk, do everything you can freaking imagine. And then I used to freaking cycle on some days as well. I was freaking dumb, whatever. And it got to the point where it was, yeah, I thought I was being disciplined and stuff, but I lost sight of what I was actually trying to gain out of it. I was doing it, I was like, oh, I'm hardcore, I'm freaking doing it. No, there has to be a goal with what you're doing. If you don't have a vision with what you're doing, it's absolutely pointless. Don't look at David Goggins and be like, oh my god, he runs in the rain, I need to run in the rain too. No, you freaking don't have to run in the rain, man. It's just, think for yourself. God gifted you a brain, use it, right? Yeah, you have a goal, go after that goal. It doesn't matter what the heck the other person is doing, this person is doing, what someone in the sky is doing. It doesn't matter. What you're doing is what you're doing. People will yap about this and that, and the most times what you find is the people who yap about this and that and give you all the advice in the world, they'll have a crappy physique themselves. I'll be honest. Whoever is watching this, I don't know if you have actually ever spoken to me in my entire life, but if you're sitting and giving me advice, first of all, look at your own physique. If it's not great physique, don't give me advice. As simple as that. Because people want to learn from people who've actually had some experience. And when you don't have experience, don't sit and tell me, man. Like, don't. First go do it yourself and then come and tell me, right? And this is, yeah, I think I kind of ranted a bit too much, but I think it's a valid point. Don't come and give me advice. Don't come and give anyone I mean, for you itself, don't go and give advice to people when you don't know about something. Don't. Don't. I've done this. I'm giving you advice. You can trust me if you want. Don't want to trust me? Go ahead, watch another video, waste more time. I don't care. But like I said, click in the description if you want. I don't want to bug you about it, but there is a freaking course you can go. Everything is there. Everything. Like your entire LOOKSMAXING journey, you can maximize this. Go ahead, do ahead. Subscribe, like the video if you want. Leave a comment. That would be nice. Please. Yeah. Bye.